And secondly is, what is the secret that makes success in life? What is it that we need to do to be successful in life? So if you permit me, let me just open my, just one moment. I need to close this first of all. Just give me a few minutes. Mastery. All right. So I'd like to share the screen with you. I want to go through the marketing plan. Why is it important to know the marketing plan as a distributor? So that you can maximize the profit of your business. Remember, you join this business either to make extra money or to make a lot of money, or you just joined it to use the products. I assume most people who are attending this training, and the reason why you keep coming for training is to build a good business. And what is the function of a business? A business is there to provide a service or a product in return for money, or in return of income. So one of the things you need to do is to understand our marketing plan. Our marketing plan simply means the compensation that you get from different levels in the business. So if you permit me, I want to share the screen with you. All right. This is what when you join the business, let me just put the slideshow. I think it will give us a better view. All right. So you join the business, and what do? You use the products to earn points. We share the products to earn points and profit. And then you share the opportunity, you earn more points. And why do you earn more points? You earn more points to become a distributor, qualified distributor. And as you train and get skills, when you reach 100 points, you become what is called a qualified distributor. A qualified distributor is a distributor who joined the business and has done at least 100 PV. Now, for those of you who are new in the business or are guests, the reason why we use the PV system is because Neolife operates in different countries, 50 countries, more than 50 countries around the globe. But we need a standardized method of measuring the size of business. That's why you use a point value system. For example, one of the products is LDC, 1 liter is 10 PV or 10 points. So the idea, you need to accumulate 100 points per month as a distributor. But what is the next thing you do? Once you've joined the business, the next thing is to become a manager. How do you become a manager? You become a manager by either doing 500 PV with your group or doing 250 PV on your own. That is what a manager is. A manager is doing 250 PPV, which is personal point value, or doing 500 PV, which is group PV. But remember, you always need 100 PV in your own name. Then you become a manager. The next thing you need to do is to become a senior manager. What is a senior manager? A senior manager is somebody who is doing a business that does 1,000 PV in volume. But remember, always, you need to do 100 PV in your name. You see, from this structure, if you want to build a successful business, make sure the people that you bring into the business also take their steps. If you become a senior manager, you need at least four managers in your group to accumulate more than 1,000 PV. So in this example, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 managers. If you accumulate PV from 4 managers plus yourself, give you just over 1,000 PV. That's what a senior manager is. From a senior manager, your next step is to become a director. What is a director? A director volume is when your business is doing 4,000 PV and above. Now, of course, you speak to your sponsor about how to get to director. There is a fast track director. When you join the business, you do 250 PV in the first month. Anytime after that, you need to accumulate 4,000 PV with your team, you become a director. Or you can use the standard method that you normally use. You start, you do the business, you become manager, senior manager. Then when you become senior manager, you need to accumulate 4,000 PV with your group. but you accumulate 10,000 PV within a period of 6 months. So that's a different way to become a director. But what is the next step once you become a director? The next step to become a director is you become Emerald Director. What do you need to do to become an Emerald Director? You need to maintain 4,000 PV with your group for 3 months. When you do that, you become an Emerald Director. Okay? From Emerald Director, your next step is to become a Sapphire Director. Sapphire Director is somebody who does 10,000 PV with the total organization and maintain that for 6 months, for 3 months in a open period of 6 months. For example, you do 10,000 PV in January, maybe February you don't do, March you do, April you do. If you do that, you become a Sapphire Director. You need at least one person in your group to be a director, and your entire organization is doing 10,000 PV. Okay, that's what a Sapphire Director is. At this level, you start earning leadership development bonus because the company recognizes that you're developing leaders in your group. Okay. The next thing is One Rupee Director. From Sapphire, you become a One Rupee Director if your total group is doing 20,000 PV or more for 3 months and you've got 3 director legs. What is a leg? A leg is somebody you sponsored personally and they become a director. So in this example, we have 1, 2, 3 director legs plus a senior manager somewhere because you need to accumulate 20,000 PV with your group. And remember, you always need 4,000 PV on your own without your other directors. That's why it is always important to keep sponsoring new people in the business, because somebody in your downline whom you sponsor might decide to do the business very fast and become a director, and you don't depend on their volume to qualify as a director. So you need to do that. The other step is, after 1 Rupee is 2 Rupee. What is a 2 Rupee director? A 2 Rupee director is your total business is doing 30,000 PV, maintained for 3 months out of 6, and you've got 4 director legs. So what that means is that your success depends on how many directors you build. That's why it's very important when you sponsor somebody, you need to take time to teach them how the business is done. You need to take time to support them, to encourage them, give them information, give them training, so that they can also become a director, because your income will be more if you've built more directors in your business. So in this example, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 director legs, but the total volume should be 30,000 PV in a month, and you need to maintain that for 3 months. After 2 Rupee, we get 3 Rupee director. A 3 Rupee director is, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 director legs, and your total of 50,000 PV maintained for 3 months. All right, and that 3-month period, you're given a window period of 6 months that any one of the 3 months you do 50,000 group PV, and you develop 5 director legs, you become a 4 Rupee director. And then the next is to become a president's team member. That is a 4 Rupee director. 4 Rupee director means you accumulate 100,000 PV with your group. You got 6 director legs, and that is maintained over a period of 3 months out of 6. You become a 4 Rupee director. This is where your income starts to go beyond $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Sometimes it even reaches $10,000 a month. So this is our marketing plan. This is our compensation plan. And if you're a new distributor, or if you're in the business for a short time, remember that your success is directly linked to the number of people you help become directors. That's why this business, the more generous you are with your time, the more generous you are with your encouragement, with the supporting your team, the higher the income you're going to earn. So that is what our marketing plan is. So you need to sit down and plan how your business is going to grow. I would recommend that you need to draw your chart. I see somebody raised their hand. I don't know what the challenge is. Sauda and Nailali have raised their hands. I don't know whether there is a challenge. Okay, the next thing I wanted to discuss with you. So the marketing plan is what the company pays you for helping other people become successful. But what is the key thing? What is it that you need to do to become successful in this business? I want to share with you, if you'll permit me to share the screen with you. Okay, sorry, the wrong one. Let me just close this one and then open the other one that I had before so that I can share with you. Okay, mastering the process. All right, so let me put the slideshow. I think it is going to help us. You know, I'm an engineer and I am very curious about vehicles or cars and things that move, bridges, structures. I'm very curious about them. So sometime during this week, I was thinking, what is it that creates success in life? Why is Eliud Kipchoge the best marathon runner ever in the history of the world? Why is Usain Bolt the fastest man on earth? Why is Jeff Bezos the richest man in the world? Is there something that they do that the other people don't do? So I thought about manufacturing of cars. If you notice that if you want to manufacture a car, in essence, you need the following material. You need steel, you need rubber, probably you need steel and aluminum and copper and all those. You need rubber, you need copper, you need electronics, you need glass, you need plastics, you need plastic, you need leather. These are the raw materials that you need to make a car. Then you go through a process, but you get two types. Let me say you get a Toyota, which is the top one, or you get Rolls-Royce. The Rolls-Royce you see in the picture there, the cost is 6 million rand. If you convert that to dollars, I think it's about $400,000. The Toyota above is about $30,000. $30,000 compared to 400,000. But you've used the same base material to make these two cars. What makes the difference? Why is it that Toyota is only $30,000 and the Rolls-Royce is $400,000? Some are even more. What is the difference between this? What makes a difference? Because the raw materials that you use to make the two cars is the same. The quantities might be slightly different. I mean, if you compare the size of the two cars, I would not say the Rolls-Royce is twice the size of the Toyota. So I don't think the quantity of the material is what matters. But why is Rolls-Royce more expensive than Toyota? I think the reason is the process they use to manufacture the Rolls-Royce is different from the process they use to manufacture Toyota. If you want to buy a Rolls-Royce, you have to pre-order it. It is custom made. They take extreme quality control measures to produce a Rolls-Royce. I was reading about the quality of a Rolls-Royce. If you start the engine of a Rolls-Royce and you put a coin on it, that coin will not fall down due to vibration. There's almost no vibration on the engine of a Rolls-Royce. So I thought about using this illustration to think about our business. The material we have, all of us who are distributors, is you have the same compensation plan, you have the same products, you have the same market. If you're in South Africa, the market is the same. If you're in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, the market is the same. You have the same company, Neolife. You have the scientific advisory board supporting us. But what makes the difference between a director and a president's team member? Why is that different? I realized that what makes the difference is the process we undergo to create that result. And I came to this conclusion that if you really want to become a president's team member, if you want to become a diamond director, you need to pay very keen attention to the process. When I say the process, what do I mean? I mean three things. You need to pay attention to your attitude, you need to pay attention to the skill that you need to develop, and you need to pay attention to the knowledge you acquire. I call this the ask principle: A for attitude, S for skill, and K for knowledge. For me, the most important one is the attitude, because the attitude is what directs the skill, directs the reason why you're doing the business. Attitude is the why of the business. Skill is the how of the business. Knowledge is the what you need to do in the business. If you concentrate on the process, the result becomes automatic. If you really take time to develop the right attitude, how do you develop the right attitude? You develop the right attitude by checking the people you spend time with, by the books you read, the CDs you listen to, the YouTube videos you watch. You need to carefully control what you put in your mind. All right? Because attitude is really what makes a difference. Pay attention to the way you look, pay attention to how you speak, pay attention to how you communicate with your group or your team. If you do that, you will find that your business actually starts to grow. Secondly, is the skill. What are the skills that you need to master in this business? You need to master the skill of finding people. You need to master the skill of inviting, the skill of showing the business, the skill of following up to get a commitment, the skill of inviting people for events, the skill of starting new people in the business, the skill of supporting them. All the skills you need to build a successful business. And then what knowledge do you need to acquire? You need to acquire the knowledge of the marketing plan. You need to acquire the knowledge of how to get started, knowledge about the products, knowledge about people, just listening to people. This is a process that you need to undergo. If you pay attention to this process, to becoming a director, becoming a president, team member is a foregone conclusion. The reason why we get stuck is we are not paying attention to the process of becoming better people. Okay, so I suggest that think about who you want to become. Think about what you can become to be a leader in this business. Because I think in the business, either you become successful or you're not. Either you make an excuse or you make money, but you can't have both. Either you discipline yourself to, in fact, one of the simple ways to check whether your business is growing, just check your diary the last 5 days. If the diary in the last 5 days is blank, guess what the result is going to be? The next 2 or 3 weeks, your business will not grow. So there are very simple things you can check to see actually if your business is growing. Pay attention to your diary. How many people have you put in a diary to speak to? Customers, distributors, or prospects? If you do that, if you pay attention to the process, you are going to be successful without a doubt. I have absolutely no doubt that if you pay attention to the process of building the correct attitude, building the skills that you need to develop, increasing your knowledge about the products, about the business, about how to become a leader, if you pay attention to this, becoming a president's team member is a foregone conclusion. Okay? Speak to anybody who is doing martial arts. They will tell you that they pay concentration so much on how to do the kata, how to do the kicks, how to block, and they pay concentration so much on these things that the results become automatic process. I think that is a key to success in this business. It is a key to success in life. Look at any professional or somebody who is really a master. They have mastered the process of building anything that they are doing. So if you're a distributor, I would recommend check your attitude. Write down the skills you need to develop. Increase your knowledge about the business and about the products. Spend at least 15 to 20 minutes reading about something good, something positive. Spend time to increase your knowledge about the product. If you do that, nothing will stop you from becoming successful. So, Paul, I would like to hand over back to you to close our meeting. So, I really appreciate all of you very much for attending this meeting. I see Lydia Mwesa. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Yes, I really appreciate you attending this training for us. And I think that if you follow those are simple guidelines. They're not easy to implement, because the greatest challenge that we have in our business is that person you see in the mirror every morning. So, Paul, thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for taking us through such an amazing presentation. And also Betty for giving us some tips on how we can be able to improve our health and how we can be able to use the products of Neolife to be able to continue to get our health back and to appreciate what the products can be able to do for us. So it was an amazing training. Every time you come across, we really learn a lot. And I know our distributors on that session of business building, it has come timely for you to be able to put it in practice and build your business. You have been able to take us almost through the whole conversation plan in terms of what we need to do to move to the next session and some tips that we can be able to improve on. So we just want to thank you, Pascal and Betty, for such an amazing presentation. Mine is just to say everyone who is on this meeting, if you take those tips and nuggets and you put them in practice together with your team, I can assure you'll be able to build an exceptional business that is going to be able to get into the future and continue to help many people across the world. So mine is to thank each and everyone who is on the call. Remember, tomorrow is our first day month end. So you need to make sure that your team is well informed about month end tomorrow. And our East Africa offices, they're open from 8. Kenya, we will be open from 8 to about 5 because of the curfew. We need to give ourselves enough time to get home before 8 p.m. But Uganda and Tanzania, they're open between 8 and 6 p.m. tomorrow to be able to go to finish up with their month. And so let's go out. Let's be able to do it. I know we still have a few days. I'm talking about tomorrow. We have Saturday, we have Sunday, and we have Monday, which is our second day month and to be able to complete. So look at your reports where you are lacking behind. Make sure you fix it. And I just want to wish each and every one of you a wonderful month end of April, and a wonderful beginning of the month of May, because month of May is starting on Saturday. So from me, Pascal, and the rest of the team, we just want to thank you for joining us tonight. Have a lovely night and see you soon. God bless you and all the best as we close the month. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pascal. Good night and bye-bye.